about that. Uh, oh, we on live, baby. that,
We live. We'll do it
that,
live.
that was a countdown. Let me. I was trying to quickly do my story, but it may be too late. Oh, let me see. Oh, there we go. What's going on, everybody? Look, we are live. Ray and Prince, Ringside. Look, make sure that you join us on YouTube. All right, we're here. Jump on. Peace.
What's popping? What's up? Ringside, baby. I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona right now, getting ready to do the interviews, pre and post fight for the Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay fight coming up tomorrow. So, yes, sir.
Nice, man. That's what's up, man. Hey, man, I wish I could be out there with you, but I'm with you in spirit, man. So
Spirit, there
enjoy
we
it.
go. That's how we
You
do it.
right? We'll be there. I'll be there for the next one. We'll be double
Yes,
teaming.
sir.
You
Yes,
know.
sir.
So, man, what's been going on in this world, man? I know we didn't get a chance to say hi to everybody last week, but there's been so much going on. How do we even break all of this down? Look, first I want to I just want to give a shout out and say R.I.P. to Bill Russell, one of the greats, and just his passing. I'm not going to say it came so soon. You know, he passed at 84. That was a good life, but you know, it was just it just happened. It wasn't no lead up. It just happened, and you know, I know you know his daughter. Well, you had a chance to meet her,
Yeah.
so you know, we'll go into that, man. But I just first wanted to just say, you know, give him his flowers. Um, yeah, we gave him his flowers while he was alive, and now we're giving him his flowers while he's gone. So,
RIP to a legend, to not just a great basketball player, but an activist and a person that actually stood up for what he believed in. So, you know,
yeah.
respect to Bill Russell and his family. You know, our prayers are with everybody, and you know, it's great that we had a man like that bless our lives and bless this earth. So, yes,
Amen
sir.
to that. Amen to that. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, just a quick overview after we got that out the way. You know, we're going to speak about Bill Russell, NBA, WNBA, some of the latest updates. Iman Shumpert, he got arrested on some felony possession charges of marijuana at the Dallas
What
Stars.
are they doing, man? Why?
Hey, man. Hey.
Constantly.
Look, LeBron James and his boys are in the gym together. LeBron put it in their work with his kids, his actual kids. So they doing their thing. Dwight Howard, he's talking about transitioning from the NBA to WWE. You know, he's feeling good about it.
Okay.
I seen Logan Paul; he had a good transition, and so he's jumping off a tightrope. So hey, wearing tights. So
Hey, they paying big money in the WWE, so everybody keep moving there afterwards.
look, Vince Vaughn even paying big money, and that's what people that's not even performing. They perform
Right.
way. Look, man, we're gonna talk about the Lakers. You know, in their effort to get Kyrie, acquiring him. Kevin Durant, he's talking about going to go and play with Harden again. So we'll see how that looks. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg chilling with Steph Curry gave him a death row. Hey, anybody over there dancing in the video, come to death row and maybe get with Snoop. So
Snoop Dogg out there saying, "Look, come on to the road. Come on to the road."
go,
Ain't just saying, "I'm not gonna do you like Suge was doing, people." But
look,
come on
look,
up.
Snoop Dogg giving out chains, even if you're not rapping on there. Even if you're not rapping on death row. We got Tiger Woods. He turned down 700 to $800 million to join the live golf. So we're definitely gonna talk about that. You know, so we got tennis. We have tennis. We have Serena Williams. She's talking about her retirement at the age of 41. So she spoke about that, man. I hate to see it happen so soon. Also,
Yeah. Serena, man, she's been around a while, so
she's
yeah,
been around for a while, man.
it gets tough to drag that wagon at 41.
No comment. No comment. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. All right, we got NCAA season. It's about to begin, man, and they had the they have the polls for the top 25 preseason teams, and Ohio State is number 2. Georgia Tech is nowhere in there for the top
There you
25.
go. Man out here talking about the Browns already. CP, you start talking about football, and folks want to talk about their NFL teams and college teams right off the
bat. Oh man, come on! Don't do it! Don't do it! Enjoying the show, fellas. I appreciate. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. There, Norman said, "Go Browns." Look, we got boxing, man. We got Dustin Porter versus Michael Chandler. That looks like it's going to happen in November. We got Spence and Crawford. That looks like it's coming to completion. So they're going to complete that contract. Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius. Yeah, I think that's his name. Helenius. They're in the process of finalizing their deal as well. So now we got the NFL. Oh man, Mr. Deshaun Spot. Right. The NFL is appealing his 6-game suspension.
Go Browns.
There we go. Go Browns. Look, the Deshaun massage parlor Watson. So he's going to be making his debut in the preseason games this year. So that's a good look for him. Marcellus Wiley. Look, man, him and Emmanuel Alcho, they had a great what was it program? I forgot the name of it. Afternoon program. I forgot the name. I forgot. Serious Talk. I think that's what it was called. Serious Talk, and they're no longer a pair. So ESPN, Disney, they're making some changes over there. So I want to see what's going on. I thought they had a really, really good run. So we'll see. Miami's Dolphins. They lost their 2023 first round draft pick and their third round pick in 2024 because the owner Stephen Ross he was suspended through October 17th through the 2020. So after the league investigation and tampering allegations, man, look,
he was trying to get Tom Brady. He was tampering. Trying to get Tom Brady. He was out there tampering. He was trying to get Tom Brady and Sean Payton. And then they fired Flores. Brian Flores was telling him to lose games so they can get a better pick, man.
Hey, man.
He deserves a longer suspension than that. They need to lose a little bit more than that.
He's probably like 87 years old. F your suspension.
Yeah, he's like, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, I guess.
Right? He always cheating, so he's trying all the time. So, look, man, Michael Smith. I know we haven't heard about him in a while, but Michael Smith, he had that show with I forget the lady name. The lady with the braids. I can't think of her name, but they had a
Jamel Hill.
Yeah, Jamel Hill. He had a show with Jamel Hill, and then he disappeared. But now he's back. Amazon brought him back for Thursday Night Football, so that's looking pretty good. Justin Fields, the Chicago Bears QB number 1, and he's speaking up and speaking out. He's throwing guys underneath the bus, and he's saying that the guys that he's throwing to wouldn't have made the 6th string for Ohio State. I'm like, ooh,
that is terrible. That is terrible, man. You can't start off the season like that at QB1.
At QB1, your teammates gonna say it's gonna be a long season. Like Aaron Rodgers, he speaks about his drug use in South America, and he's not penalized for it. I don't know.
He said he's on the psychedelics. He's using the psychedelics. He's using the Will Smith joint with the mushrooms and all that kind of stuff to make you see doubles.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna say anything else on that. Look, Shelly Ann Frazier. Talk about track and fields real quick. Shelly Ann Frazier, 35 years old, 2 kids, still blazing everybody, letting these youngins know, look, y'all need to sit back. I'm still here to win. I done pumped out 2 kids, and now I'm still pumping out, whatever I have left on this track.
She's still rolling.
She's still rolling. So shout out to the Jamaican, the Jamaican women's track and field team. And then, oh man, this is one for the audience because I want to know, and we're gonna talk about it. But Lolo Jones, man, Lolo Jones is she's in a tight spot right now, man. She is like AC Green, but meaning in terms of 40-year-old virgin, and she's not married. no kids, and she wants to get married, and she wants to have sex, and she wants to have kids, and don't know if that's looking don't know if that's looking like it's going to happen. So we're, we're going to touch on that, and we'll jump into that. But first and foremost, man, let's just go ahead and get this show started, because I feel like I'm not going to be able to get through it if you keep laughing like that. All right, man. So the NBA and WNBA, let's go ahead and get to talking, man. So
let's talk about it. First of all, this dude Shumpert, man. Felony possession of marijuana. Dallas airport. He's going from Dallas to LA. You know there's a lot of bud in LA. So why are you gonna try to take it on the plane with you when you just get it when you get there, man? I don't understand some of these decisions these guys are making. It is asinine, and it is insane to see it happen over and over and over again.
Man, I think it's just one of those things where, man,
I can get away with it.
I can get away with it. Iman Shumpert is super brilliant. We went to Georgia Tech, and the guy, he's very smart. I just think it's just one of those things. It's just like I can get away with it. It's not like making a dumb decision. It's just making the decision and taking the risk. If I get caught, I get caught. If I don't, I'm good. Let's go. Man, and I'm pretty sure he's probably transported that amount of marijuana before.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with Brittany Griner. I'm sure she transported her thing before. But just because you do it, don't mean you ain't gonna get caught at one time. You might not get caught that first time, but you gonna get caught. What's up? Oh, hey, appreciate you, T. Tyreek.
Oh yeah, Tyreek. Ray, I wanted to come out to Facebook. To Frederick, but I'm recovering from but it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, appreciate the T.
Get better, man. Get better, brother.
Man, we love you too, Pearl Pierce. But yeah, man, so it's I just don't think it was just one of those things where he was just like, you know what? Whatever. I'm good. But you're going to LA.
You're taking up for your Georgia Tech brother. You taking up for your Georgia Tech brother. So I get it. But
I get it, but I'm just saying but like I'm still with you. You going to LA, man? That's like the mecca of marijuana. So like just you can fly in the friendly sky without being high.
Exactly. Go see Snoop Dogg. Go talk to your boy Mike Tyson. They got all of it.
They got all of it. Just lined up and waiting for you. Yeah, man. So yeah, that was just a blemish on his part, man. Just making sure, like everybody, not just athletes, but everybody. Look, man, just make sure that you make the right decisions.
Don't do it, Daniel.
If your heart is beating before you're about to do something, that means you shouldn't do
it. man. Yeah. Don't do it. 2 years behind bars and a $10,000 fine is what he's facing. But it's in the US though, so it's not Russia, so
yeah,
it's likely he'll just pay some money and be good.
He'll be free. Look, man,
he got a $10,000 joint.
Right. That's it. Wow, he could face 2 years behind bars and $10,000 fine. Oof. But like you said, he gonna pay that bill and be done with that. So
was somebody I know who doesn't make decisions like that. LeBron James is in the gym working with his kids. He ain't out there taking no weed pen on the airplane. He out here working with his boys to get them right to get ready to play in the league.
In the NBA, man. And I've been covering it, watching it, and his younger son, Bryce James, he's looking really good. I'm not taking anything away from Bronny James, but Bryce James, man, he has a physique. He's still growing. He's still young, and right now he's practicing with his dad at the Lakers facility. So I just think that Bryce is going to do his thing. I think Bronny's going to do his thing as well because LeBron James wants to play with him. But Bryce he's going to be the next superstar.
Well, even if he got to build his own NBA for them to play with him,
right?
I get it. I get it. You know,
hey, I would
everybody
too.
Everybody ain't built the same.
Everybody is not built the same. Everybody's not built the same. But speaking of not being built the same, man, what's up with these athletes transitioning from the NBA or just transitioning from any sport and just jumping into WWE? What's up with that?
You know, it's been going on for a long time that, you know, athletes from another sport come into WWE or back then the WWF. But, you know, you had, you know, Muhammad Ali did it. You had you know, a bunch of other athletes go into it after their career was done. Dennis Rodman was in it. Tyson, you know, they get a lot of folks over there, man. So I think the bag is there. It's fun. You're in front of the crowd again, and you get the opportunity to dress up and act a fool. So I think that's where it comes from. And I mean, you talk about Dwight Howard making that transition. Dwight Howard is a big old dude, and you know, apparently he ain't grabbing enough rebounds or making free throws. So you said, Steve, you can hit somebody in the ring because you can't hit a shot.
Right. Look, I think Dwight Howard, he may be a Hall of Famer in the NBA, but he's looking to transition to the WWE. And, you know, I think in the beginning it's going to be fun, but to keep that up day in and day out, year in and year out, I'm not sure how much fun it's going to be.
It's a rough spot. I've been in it. You know, I was a big fan of WWE growing up.
Yeah,
Jimmy Superfly Snuka and Andre the Giant, all them cats, the Road Warriors.
Yeah.
Man, I was saying, Tom Man said Karl Malone and Robin. Oh yeah, they did.
It was all of them.
He said he think they was playing in the NBA Finals too. I think so. I think if I remember, I think they were playing in the finals.
Wow, man, look, man. I guess WWE, WWF was giving out the bag then. They still giving out the bag now. So
yeah. Yes, I did go to WrestleMania 4. I went to several of them. Several of them. I remember getting chased by George the Animal Steel. Insane.
Oh, you gotta tell us about that experience later, man. I know that was fun, man. My favorite wrestler was the Undertaker. I mean, not the Undertaker, the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior. Rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior. Boy, that was a bad
man. Man.
Yeah.
Who used to have it going? Him and Randy Savage, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan. We're gonna get off of that, man. Because apparently Logan Paul, he's in WWE right now, and he's doing a good job. He had a good transition, man, and he's sparking the crowd up. So shout out to
entertainers. The entertainers, they doing their thing, man. They getting their money.
Right. They definitely doing their thing, man. As we spoke about the last time, Miss BG Brittany Griner, she got 9 years, sentenced to 9 years, but I don't think she's going to actually serve her whole 9 years. I think they're going to be in negotiation with the U.S. to speak about this trade deal that they've been talking about. So prayers for Brittany, but I don't think it's as bad as it seems. At least that's what I want to pray for. But anything could happen in this day and age, especially with Russia being in war with someone else. They can use her as a pawn. But if something happens to her while she's on their territory, they are liable for that. And that's going to be a bad rep on their name when it comes to the other countries in the world. So it'll put them in a bad position. So anyway, prayers go out to Brittany Griner and her family and everyone else, and just keep her in your prayers.
Yeah. I mean, Brittany, they finally said that Russia is actually Russia said that they're openly negotiating to have conversations now about a swap. So I think eventually Brittany will be coming home. You know, so keep the weed out your pants. When you're traveling, don't do it. Don't do it.
It ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
It ain't worth it, man. Don't do it.
You better get you some water and go to the gym and work that stuff, that urge out of you.
Hot mess. And you may get always decisions. You know, you talk about decisions. What about your boy Kevin Durant talking about he want to play again with James Harden?
Hey man, KD, I'm not mad at KD, man. KD said he wanted to play with James Harden again. He didn't officially say it, but he said 76ers look like a good place for him to land next. It looks like it's congruent with what he wants to do. Also, there was a video that surfaced on social media where he was in the UK with James Harden, and they were celebrating with Travis Scott after his concert. And so, which, if I can recall and think back to when they were all with the Brooklyn Nets, and when I say the three, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and James Harden. And James Harden left, and no one knew why he left. He just said that he wanted out. And you know, KD played through the season. Him and Kyrie, they did their thing, and I thought the relationship was kosher. And then, you know, Kyrie said that he wanted to go to the Lakers, and Kevin Durant said that he wanted to trade as well. I don't know if it's bad blood. They don't speak bad about each other in the media, so just never know. But I'm starting to think that it may have been Kyrie.
There's a common denominator, ain't it?
Yeah, and I love Kyrie. That's my guy. I love Kyrie, but maybe James Harden and Kevin Durant did not think that, you know, he was a person that was messing up the team. So maybe they need to get away from him.
Time Master said, what could the 76ers give up to get KD that would make sense for both teams? Maybe it's James Harden. That's what he's talking about. He wants to go play with the big boy. What's his name?
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid. Yeah. I mean, that'll be a nasty little setup with KD and Embiid.
KD, Embiid, and Harden.
They had to get rid of Harden for that, or they'll probably end up playing a luxury tax or something. So I don't know. I don't even care about them. They sorry, man. Everybody's sorry over there. The Wizards about to win it all.
Right.
The Wizards gonna win it all.
Man, the Wizards. Hold on. No. I said it right. I was reading something. I was
right. I was right about the Wizards.
That's wrong. All right, so we're gonna go. Look, we're gonna tell you what's wrong. Two wrongs don't make it right. And so what the Lakers just did, they just came back to the Nets and they offered them another offer. And this time they are reportedly open to offering 2 first-round picks to the Nets for Kyrie Irving. So after playing hardball for a good chunk of the offseason, the Lakers have reportedly softened their stance with the Nets and could see the two sides re-engage in talks. And the Lakers are planning on giving up 2 first-round picks for Kyrie Irving. Do you think that this is going to happen?
I think it's going to happen. I think the Lakers are infatuated with getting Kyrie. I think LeBron wants to play with Kyrie. And if LeBron want to play with somebody, he gonna get them to play with him. So you better figure it out. Whether you go and give him give him a Deshaun Watson or something, you got to make sure it happens. You got to make sure it happens. You know, so if it's two first rounders, so be it. You know, you got to take advantage of the time that you have with LeBron and AD.
Right now,
because everybody else is getting better. Teams are younger. They getting, the games is going to end up passing people by eventually. So,
right. So it's time for them to get him there. If that happens, what is going to happen to Russell?
What you mean? Get rid of him. They like, you got to take him. You have to take him. Like, we know.
He's in talks with San Antonio Spurs. I don't know how that's going to look. He's going to have Popovich as his coach. How does that look for Westbrook, San Antonio Spurs, Popovich? Like,
it might be a good look for him. It might be a good look for him. Yeah, because Pop on the other side, he about to transition out. I think Sue Bird might end up being the coach eventually once Pop is done. Let Russ go down there with them young boys and just run around and shoot bricks all day.
He gonna build a mansion.
Yeah, I don't know that the weather might be better for him in his jump shot down in San Antonio.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh. Speaking of the weather being different, look.
Mm.
Hey, sometimes whenever they go low, you gotta go high, and that's what happened with Snoop Dogg and Steph Curry when they hung out. I'm pretty sure Snoop Dogg got Steph Curry high, and he gave him a chain. He gave him a chain, Death Row chain, just celebrating. And Steph gifted Snoop Dogg some shoes. So it was a really cool, intimate setting, and they had a good time. And like, if you hear stories about Snoop Dogg usually gets everybody high that he meets. So
I mean, even if you around him, if you walking around Snoop, and then you gonna catch a contact. So Steph was definitely on that buzz ship.
Yeah, that buzz ship. Yeah, man. But they was hanging out, man, and so Snoop gave him a necklace, and Steph gave him some shoes, man. And whatever happened behind closed doors and cameras, it don't happen. So it is what it is. He remind me to tell Steph to get you some eye drops.
It is what it is. It is what it is. When you put yourself in a situation,
right? Speaking of eye drop, man, we got golf. Let's go ahead and jump into this golf thing. Mr. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods.
Tiger, get that money.
So turn the money down. Right? So tell me. Would you turn down $700 to $800 million to play in live golf? and mess up, your relationships with the PGA, with the Augusta Open, with all of the things that kind of built your career. Well, I wouldn't say the things that built your career, that all of the platforms and the stages that were available for you to build your career. Would you take the bag and go play over there?
Me, yes. Tiger Woods, probably not. I mean, look at his endorsements and all the things that he has that could be affected by him doing that. So he makes $1 trillion just in endorsements and things like that. So I think that may be a part of the reason why. I mean, I don't see why it would be loyalty, unless he's like in an episode of Get Out, because Augusta didn't even want to let him play before.
Not.
So I would take that bag for sure. But for Tiger, it don't really make that much sense, because he is the poster boy for the PGA. He makes the PGA all the money, and so that in return that'll be long term for him. You never know what's going to happen with this live golf, but hey, give me that bag, run that bag. And yes, Time Master, I did have a contact on Family Feud. That's what we just look. Yes, you can see it. Some of my answers, it was because of that.
Oh, what, Snoop was there?
we went up against Snoop Dogg and his family and lost.
You forgot what you were saying because you got the HOC, high for contact. I gotta go check that out, man. Man, but
what about you? Would you take that bag?
Say that again.
I said, what about you? Would you take the 700 million, 800 million?
Would I take it? Oh man, if I was Tiger Woods, no, right? But if it was me, I'd be flying out there. I'll call you up, right? We just got paid, baby. Want to come be my caddy?
I go for 8 million. 800. You gotta make me the extra 100. 800.
Right. Hey, those extra zeros. Yeah, I just think they're gonna praise Tiger because he's a poster child. He turned it down. He's like, I can't be bought. And then 2, they're gonna go back and they're gonna go and spank. What's his name? The Phil Mickelson. They're going to be spanking him anytime he wants to join any type of golf tournament in the USA. They're going to ban him from that. So that's the sanction that they've been able to place on these other golfers that left to go and get the bag, and now when they want to come back and play in the U.S., they're going to ban them.
I mean,
So,
Phil wasn't winning nothing anyway, so they like, go ahead, lefty. What happened?
and so he left. Phil got a gambling problem. He needs to pay his bill. So, hey, he need that money. I mean, look, this is public information. I'm not just saying this. I'm not making this up. I did my research. That's all. That's all I want to say.
Well, speaking of gambling, let's get to the NFL, man.
All right, let's go to it.
Let's get to the NFL, because are you gambling on seeing if Deshaun Watson actually plays this year?
I mean, I think he's going to play during the preseason. He's going to play during the preseason because he's been out of football for almost 2 years, and so he needs to get some games under his belt. Now, he may be suspended for those first 6 years. I said 6 years. I'm sorry, first 6 games. He may be suspended for those first 6 games, but he's definitely going to come back and play after that. But we're going to see him play a lot in the preseason game. Preseason game. I hope he doesn't get hurt. I hope they allow for him to wear a red jersey and just not be touched, just so he can get in and throw some passes around here and there. But he has been out of football for 2 years. Is he going to play this year? Yes, he is. Is the 6-game suspension going to stay or stand? I think it is. I think they want to do something in the public eye to make him look like he's being reprimanded and disciplined. And now he can go out. 6 games is a lot. They'll probably do some numbers and throw some numbers around and saying and how much money he's losing, because of his conduct. But look, man,
he ain't losing that much money. The way he structured his deal, he got that $45 million up front, and then
guaranteed.
He gets only $1 million is his contract this year. So 6 games, he only losing 300-something thousand. So
man, go and run the numbers, man.
he good. I think it's 342,000 that they say that he's losing. So I mean, that ain't the thing. But the NFL wants them to. They have to show that they're doing something. I mean, they want to make it look like here, we are taking it seriously, and I think they want to add more games to it.
Yeah. So, I think he's going to be good. He's going to be all right. They're going to let him play during the preseason, and then after that, he's probably going to sit out those 6 games. Then he's going to come back and he's going to play. But I definitely do hope when he comes that they beat the Bengals, but they lose to the Ravens. So, I said it. Dang. Yeah, I said it. I said it with my chest.
Man, he chose violence already.
Already.
He chose violence already. Man. So y'all learned something today. So do not carry weed with you while you're traveling. Secondarily, stay out the massage parlors.
No comment. I'm not saying anything.
2 words for the 2 things for the day so far.
2 things for the day so far. Man, look, speaking of 2 things for the day, Mr. Justin Fields, the QB1 for Chicago Bears, has made a comment that his wide receivers that he has are not the best wide receivers that he has for his team for what he's capable of doing. And they said in practice he's been making poor throws, but he's been blaming it on the wide receiver. So he said that's the biggest adjustment right now. And even if we start like listing all of his wide receivers that he has, tell me something good. Tell me a little bit about, maybe he's just going through something. His arm is bothering him, but this is his second year, if I'm not his second or third year, right? And I think it's best for him to just not say anything. But I may be wrong. I may be wrong. So, what's your thoughts on it, Ray?
I mean, the boy, wow, for saying that, man. Hey, that's crazy that he would come out and talk about his own teammates like that. When you have Darnell Mooney, who is a beast. You got Equanimous St. Brown.
Yeah.
Him and they both good players. He has N'Keal Harry. So I mean, even if you think that, you don't say that.
You don't say that. You don't say that.
You don't say that. And if you just throwing the ball all over the place, you can't be blaming nobody else. Accountability, son. He is a Chicago. It's a second-year player, and he's gonna have to deal with it. Chicago fans, they ain't gonna be they're rough. They're like on par with Philly. So
hey, any place where it's cold, the fans are going to be cold-blooded.
Yeah, he set himself up already.
He's setting himself up for failure already, man. He's going to get beat up a lot this year as well. In terms of his teammates not really going to have his back. So I think he's definitely struggling with a lot of things. I don't know how much work he's done in the offseason, but we'll see.
Well, you know what? They don't matter anyway because the Dallas Cowboys are looking good. We're about to win it all. Zeke is feeling like a young man. Tony Pollard's out there flying around the field. The receivers are doing their thing. Dak is throwing darts. The defense is flying. We just added, Anthony Barr from UCLA. We are going to be a monster, man. So I'm just excited about it.
Where are the people on YouTube and Facebook, man, to get some type of feedback, man? Come on.
They know what it is. They know what it is with these Cowboys. It's going to be a great season. Phenomenal season.
Hey, man, look, if the Cowboys have a phenomenal season, I'm giving you $50.
Well, you might as well go ahead and cash that to me now. That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
That's not what's going to happen. That's not what's going to happen. Speaking of what's not going to happen, Aaron Rodgers. How is Aaron Rodgers able to get away with taking a drug and being public about it? So he apparently took a drug kind of similar to DMT, and I think it's ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
There we go. Ayahuasca. All right. So I've never taken a drug, as you can see. So he speaks about taking ayahuasca drug, and he spoke about it. So he made a documentary. And so, my first question was like, how, Sway? How? How's the NFL not going to speak on it? So someone from the Green Bay Packers or someone wrote an article, and they said that Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers, his use of the drug or the drink during an offseason retreat isn't considered a violation of the NFL's drug policy. Rodgers discussed on the Aubrey Marcus podcast last week how he went on an ayahuasca retreat to Peru in 2020 before the third of his 4 MVP seasons. Ayahuasca is defined as a psychoactive beverage native to South America and often used for religious, ritualistic, or medicinal purposes. So NFL spokesperson Brian McCarthy said Monday that it wouldn't have triggered a positive test result on either the substance abuse or performance-enhancing substance policies collectively bargained agreement by the NFL and its Players Association. So
we know ayahuasca, yes, I guess.
Exactly, man. So, what's up, man? What's up?
Man, you know what? The same way that Aaron Rodgers got away with saying that he had
he didn't have
COVID test. Yeah, that he didn't take a COVID test. He didn't get his vaccine. So it's the same thing, man. Some people are Teflon and untouchable. Aaron Rodgers is the man out there, and he's in Green Bay. So I mean, people in Green Bay live and sleep and eat football from the Packers. So ain't nobody gonna do nothing to that dude, man. He can go over there and slap somebody baby and still get away with it.
And then be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was on ayahuasca."
Nah, he'd be like, "What the baby do?" That's what they gonna say. What did the baby do?
What did the baby do?
The baby he deserved it. He agitated this man.
Oh man, he deserves it, man. Look, man, this is too much for me, man. I don't know what to say, Aaron Rodgers.
I'm getting out of hand. I got a 4-minute window now to wrap it up.
All right, we're gonna have to wrap it up. Look, real quick, man. Serena Williams, she retired at 41 years old. Man, her career, stellar career, 73 career single titles, um, 23 career double titles, and over $94 million in career winnings. Man, and she said that she doesn't want to retire, but she is more evolving into something else. But she said if she was a guy, she wouldn't have to worry about this. She'd be at home. I mean, she would still be competing. You know, like think about somebody like Tom Brady, who has 3 kids, married. You know, said that he wanted to retire after 22 years, and then was like, "Oh, you know what? I don't want to retire. I want to go back and go and play football." So she was, you know, shout outs to Serena Williams for this retirement or this new phase of her life and what she's doing. But before you go, Ray, I just want to ask you real quick. Lolo Jones, man, Lolo Jones is still a virgin at the age of 40 years old and having and experiencing a nervous breakdown because her religious beliefs have restricted her from committing, you know, like any type of fornication before marriage. So she's like the male version of AC Green. So your comments.
Let me really think about this before I say something, because
like, oh, did the music come on for the end of Ringside?
Yeah, Lolo, she's a pretty woman. She's athletic. You know,
yep.
I think she may be probably borderline annoying. Why? No, it's an issue with probably some people, but I mean, there's a lot of people out there that would make so. If that's what she want to do, find somebody, swipe right on Tinder or left or whatever it is on one of them apps, or just go down to the local track and field place and see if you can find you somebody that will marry you, and you can go ahead and get it on and have kids and all that other kind of stuff. So she doing it to herself.
She doing it to herself, man. Nope, you know, I get it. I get it. Some people, religion says, you know, don't have sex before marriage, but I mean, she lived it. She lived it, you know, to the T, and it is playing a number on her psyche, you know. So she's having a nervous breakdown. So, you know, our prayers go out to her and her family, and I hope that she can recover from this and find somebody. But you know, as women get older in age, it's hard for them to find a man that will want to have a family with them. But as men get older in age, it's easier for us to find a woman that wants to, you know. So I mean, it is what it is, man. These statistics are there. These are facts. So you know, her window is running out, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I just want to give everybody some words of wisdom. Look, don't wait until you later on in life to have sex or try to get married. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm being serious, you know, because I don't, that's not logical. Even animals, you know, like have sex and they don't even, they're not, this whole marriage thing is just kind of like created out of thin air. Just like how they have like lines, you know, that separates states. You know, just like it's an imaginary line, you know. So like like get out your head and get into yourself and do what feels right for you, so you don't have no nervous breakdown, man. Because deep depression is a real thing. So those are my words of wisdom. Make sure you don't carry no marijuana with you or no weed pens anywhere you go, man, and stay away from the ayahuasca.
yeah, in the massage parlor. Stay out of the joint.
Any words of wisdom, Ray?
Yeah, man. Hey, be safe out there. It's a lot of craziness going on. Be safe. You know, think before you make your decisions. You know, make sure you take your time. Yeah, Prince about to get in trouble on here. But make sure y'all tune in to the fight tomorrow to Kevin Farmer, Mickey Bay. I'm gonna be ringside for real. So make sure y'all tune in for the fight.
Hey man, Top Master, man. Somebody got to put this on what Top Master said. Yeah, I wish we could put these comments on. Top Master said when she gets some, her legs are gonna be gone.
No, she need to do something because it ain't helping on the track on the track, man. Because
it's not.
She was sticking it up for a while, so.
Yeah. So hey, man. So anyway, you all, thank you so much. For your
yeah, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta
We gotta
go.
go. We'll see you next week for Ringside,
Peace,
man. Y'all have a good one. All right?
Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
Woo.
Oh man.